Hello, Inman family. I'm Amy Corr.
And I'm Kevin Van Eck, and we're both with App Properties Christie's International Real Estate.
When the global pandemic began back in March of 2020, we started a daily video segment called Coffee with Amy and Kevin as a way to stay connected with our agents and brokers. We helped our team focus on staying positive and action-oriented by providing tactical things they could implement to keep their businesses moving forward.
So fast forward 2 years, and now we are so grateful to be able to have coffee with you and the entire Inman family every other week.
Yes, and we're excited to now share our industry insights and strategies with all of you. So let's get into the first episode of Coffee with Amy and Kevin. Hey team, thank you so much for joining us. I'm Amy Corr, EVP of Culture and Agent Development, and I'm joined by Kevin Van Eck, EVP of Innovation. And we are excited to have you joining us for Coffee with Amy and Kevin.
Regardless of when you watch it, whether it's in the morning or the afternoon, we're gonna bring great hot topics to you, along with interviews with industry leaders. We're gonna have coffee together, or maybe tea, or maybe a smoothie, whatever it is. We're gonna spend time together and continue to move forward within the real estate industry.
That's right. And the first topic we're going to cover today is how to support your teams, and specifically 5 ways that you as brokers, broker owners, and leadership can support not only your team leads, but the team members on your teams.
That's right. It's a huge opportunity. Teams have been growing over the past number of years. We all know it. So we need to look at how we can really support them to grow and grow their own teams and businesses so they stay with us. Number 1. We're going to start with something really simple that you can do, and that's team leader roundtables. We know that collaboration has been lacking over the last number of years, of course, because of what we've been going through worldwide. But now is a time, if you haven't started it already, bring the collaboration back. Especially if your brokerage covers multiple regions, multiple areas, different markets. It's a good opportunity to bring team leaders together, provide 3 to 5 questions that they can discuss, and whether you use Zoom or Teams, allow people to break out so they can discuss. We found that it helps in multiple ways. Number 1, collaboration. Of course, it helps with collaboration as team leaders work together and share the intelligence that they have. But also, it can help drive in-company referrals. As you make connections, especially across regions and markets, it's an opportunity for team leaders to refer business amongst each other and to and within their team members.
I love that. That's such a great point. All right, number 2, I want to talk about training for team members. Oftentimes, team leads are really great at selling and getting more business and driving what they need to create success in real estate, but they aren't always great at mentoring others. And it's just natural. This happens a lot of times. Team leaders start as an individual, they recognize they have a lot of business, and they bring others into their team to support their growth. But what we've oftentimes seen is that if team members don't get the right support and mentorship, then eventually they end up leaving to go somewhere else. So what we've done in our organization is we provided some different built-in opportunities for agents at different levels, whether solo or on a team, to be able to participate in training that the organization provides. And what that does for a team leader is it takes the pressure and the stress off of them having to do all of that training. There's certain things that they're going to maybe show their team members out on the field, right? How they like to do deals and how to do business. But some of the other things, deal doctoring, creating a CMA, some of the things that are more basic, make sure you can take that off of the team leader's plate and provide that support. What you'll create for the team leader is stickiness. Stickiness for their team members to stay on the team, but then also for that team leader to see value that you're bringing in the organization. And one other thing that we really focus on is brand new agents. You're going to see a lot of team leaders will bring people on that are brand new, and you want to make sure that you can provide support for them. So we've created a very basic 101 program where team leaders can send their members to the class. So we take care of how to build a business in real estate, all of the basics. So again, it offsets and takes some of the pressure off of a team leader. And then lastly, we've also found that it is really valuable to help support their assistants. If we can get the people that assist the teams and the team leaders and help them to really understand how to use our tools and how to use the company systems, it helps the team as a whole run better, and it also makes sure that they engage in all of the technology and all of the programming that we offer as a company.
That's great. I particularly like the new agent training, taking the basics off of the team leader.
Yep.
Really, really helpful for team leaders, so they don't need to talk about the nitty gritty. They can focus on what happens in the field.
Yep, absolutely.
So number 3, let's talk about using your teams as beta testers, giving them a sneak preview. This is how you can make them feel really valued. If you're rolling out new marketing programs or maybe new technology, one of the ways to make team leaders and their team members feel great is to use them as beta testers. Oftentimes, those teams are some of the highest producers when it comes to number of transactions. So it's a good place to test both marketing and tech. And it makes them feel great too. If you give them a sneak preview of what's coming, they feel like they're more important within the organization. They can also then give you testimonials that you can use when you're marketing your own tools to your other agents on rollout. And that's one of the best ways to get adoption. And likely those team leaders, if they're higher producers, everybody within your organization knows who they are. So when they see a testimonial about that marketing program or about that technology that the team leaders provided, they will pay attention and they will then adopt whatever that tool or program might be.
I love that. I know that we've seen that and it's been hugely successful. All right, number 4, I love this one. This is all about lunch. That is taking your teams out to lunch. As a managing broker, owner of the organization, think about your teams and find time to take the entire team out to lunch. But here's the caveat about it. What you want to do is you want to make it look as if it was the team leader's idea and that they set up the entire lunch. It does a couple of things. It makes them, the team leader, look like a hero amongst all of their team members, and you're really sort of setting them up to be in the spotlight. And then it's also showing the team leader and the team members that you as managing broker or broker owner are really interested in not just the team lead, but everyone within the team. You get to spend some quality time. You can talk about their businesses, how things are going. And I think having it be the team leader's idea sets them up for success and makes them look great.
That is a super easy idea, really. Something easy to implement, right? And giving the team leader all the credit makes them feel great, makes them look good, like everything you said. I love that one. Let's go to number 5 and wrap this up. Number 5, it's recruiting for your team leaders. Let's face it, there are agents out there that will only be on teams. Whether we want to support teams or not, we know that we have to. And whether we want agents to be independents or on teams, we know that some agents are going to be on teams. They want to be on teams. That's where they feel comfortable. And that's probably where they're going to be most productive. So this is an opportunity to help your current team leaders and teams grow by recruiting from your competition. Amy mentioned earlier, you said that most team leaders are not organized. Sometimes they don't know what value they're providing to their teams because sometimes it's very little. This is an opportunity. We know that happens at other brokerages. So it's an opportunity to hit up team members at other brokerages and see if they are willing to come over and meet with your team leaders. Could be a good opportunity. Again, from a retention standpoint and a growth standpoint, helping your team leaders grow is a benefit to your brokerage.
I love that. And we hope that you love these 5 tips for you to think about how you can best support your teams in your organization. Thank you so much for joining us today. We're super excited to be sharing this information with you. Look forward to seeing you in 2 weeks. But until then, you got this.